What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well in the minor world. So, this was probably the beginning of this month, or last month, that Kyle sent me this message. He meant to send it to me sooner, but basically, what brought this whole message on was, I told him I had kids, told him I just asked, like, is this game really worth playing right now? And is it going to be different in the, future? Is the game going to literally be easier to mine, like the VIP boost could make it easier for you to upgrade your base. We don't know. We don't know a lot of things about this game. But I mean, I've spent at least 2 years invested into this game, and this game has had a lot of promises. It's had a lot of weird marketing from people that, shouldn't have been marketing when they didn't ask Kyle about it. A lot of people have literally been getting doubtful again, but I mean, I just had a kid. Then come to find out, so did he. Like, Kyle just had a kid day after mine. I'm sure this man has probably been a little bit more busier with his kids than he is in game. Don't let you think that he's not doing anything with the game, because there's a lot going on right now. And the whole downfall is that the scaling on this game is unbalanced. It's beyond unbalanced. We have no KYC. We have no centralized, exchange that we can control this. And, I started talking to him a little bit about it. And I told him, I was like, look, we might need to do a KYC for the NFT, because if you just release that NFT, people are just going to buy and hoard. And nothing's going to happen on the market. Like, what's going to happen is if people buy these NFTs, and let's say there's only 2,000 given, these people hoard these NFTs, know that these NFTs could give you boosted stats and everything else in the other, and they basically just sell them for stupid buckloads of money, which I kind of get. That is the purpose of the game. But if there's no KYC, what's stopping one person from buying everything and controlling the entire market, monopolizing the whole situation? And that would literally, that would just hurt the game just as much as just the alts already. I mean, like, it's basically they needed to nip it in the butt, and that's why nothing's coming out right now. Like, there's going to be no updates until they figure out an absolute plan of attack of what they're going to do with these alts, because this is not how they wanted to run their game. They thought, honestly, us, the people, had more backbone not to let a situation like this happen. Like, that's what I was trying to, reflect to a lot of you guys in this last year. Like, it's unbearing that you guys have just allowed these people, regardless of who they are, just to milk the rodeo, and you not get anything yourself. Like, where is the backbone of the community that just wouldn't stop this from happening? I mean, I literally told people, if you can't beat them, join them. There's so many people that are literally about to get taken off of the damn global leaderboard, and they don't even realize it. Like, I'm not going to state any names because I don't like to attack people. It's basically, these people have 40 alts, let's just say, and let's just say 3 or 4 of them are level 20 with EX 150s and whatever the hell they have going, and they're all mining 10 claims a day. I can tell you this much: they're making 50 billion a day if they're doing that with GC200s. Now, you think about that just for a second. A person is doing 50 billion in a day off of 5, 20, 40 accounts. Just imagine how much they're just making from the UFOs. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible that the players, allowed this to happen, and it's equally incredible that you guys think that we should just continue to go forward and forward into this, hole, and continue to just keep on dishing out more and more to these players. We need to find some sort of balancing so that real players stay in the game. The game, which, if we want to get the real players a fighting chance, we got to give them methods to actually protect their base. And even Kyle said that, playing right now is probably not your best thing to do. I mean, maybe if you want to take a break, sure, but I mean, I wouldn't say the game is dead, but the game is still alive in a method. Like, these people around you are only going to get bigger. But when you come back, you're only going to be smaller. So if you want to take that route by all means. Get your time back. I mean, go enjoy your life. Have a vacation. You know, no more gold ink. Don't open your phone. I mean, whatever you want to do, go ahead. Be 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 real. You know, like, but don't come into the chat screaming and hollering. It's just it doesn't do any good. It really doesn't. Like, I mean, if you try to yell at somebody to make your fucking burger faster at McDonald's, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? Like, let's just be real. I don't want to get, you know, pissy or anything, but it's just Kyle is literally working on the game day in and day out, and I honestly feel like he's trying to find more time to have with his kids, just like I am. Like, I ain't been in the community, I ain't hyping nobody up anymore. You know, it's basically something I just don't have time for. It's something I miss, but it's like, I love you guys and I love the community. But some of these folks in here, they honestly think like they live in the golden chariot of Gold Inc. and they control everything, and that's just not how it works. I don't control everything. I just have a voice, and I use it. And I understand all of you have a voice and you want to use it, but sometimes when you use your voice in an open chat, it's public and it sounds like a Karen or whatever the hell it is, Bob. I mean, some people have voices to respond back to you. So, I mean, it was just like, you know, in my startup days in this community, I started realizing that, yeah, you guys, you guys can just respond back however you want. So, you know, I was starting to realize that I'm going to talk to you guys like I used to talk to these high school buddies all the time and just start roasting fools, you know? Like, if we want to have a battle of intelligence and wits, sure, let's do it. But let's not have a battle of stupidity in the chat, guys. Like, it's unreal. And Kyle, he doesn't pay attention to it because that's what all it is now. It's literally a bunch of high schoolers just getting pissed off at each other and going to have fights, and it's a bunch of alts inside the game. Nobody can have fun. Like, it's man, like, you guys have literally destroyed a lot of these servers by doing this, and I can't wait till the server merger if it ever does happen. Like, if it does happen, like I said, it was going to be devastating for some, but it's going to be awesome for a lot, and I'm looking forward to it. I have a lot of people on my shit list. Like, you guys just keep growing and growing. I don't understand what's your deal, yo, but let's just say the day of it comes to, and you're on my side of the waters where you shouldn't be, I'm sending the wolves at you. The game's going to be fun. It always has been fun. No matter how long it's going to be before they get this token listen, it's going to be fun. Anyways, on to the topic at hand. So, basically, this post inside the GXB right now is not real. Wasn't made by the devs. I just asked Kyle. You know, I mean, you can see it right here. It's not him. He's looking into it, and this is also what he's planning on doing because of their current situation. Right now, we're on some, you know, we're trying to find an exchange that is centralized. So whenever we do go live with our NFT on whatever marketplace, we have some form of KYC to where nobody can hoard them damn things. We have a lot of good players in this game, and we have a lot of old veterans that have been waiting for this. So it's basically all we have to do is just hold out, keep climbing the leaderboard if you want. If you want to take a break, sure, you might find that the break doesn't even harm your account when you come back due to the NFT if you get one. So if we go this route and we do it the safe route, you guys are still going to have a place in this game no matter where you are right now. Like, I believe this boosted VIP could be a life changer. I mean, some of the things that he's talking about, and I talked about with him, I said, we need to make certain things luxury items. Like, the special boosted stats that we get from certain things should come from an NFT, but it's not from an NFT that somebody can put on multiple accounts. And that's why we were talking about not making it to where players can just hoard a bunch of them to prevent this, scaling to be even more imbalanced. Um, Basically, we talked about this, and we're gonna probably be using some form of governance on the NFT, but Kyle has to figure out which one he's going to be using, and he has to do his research properly. That takes time, and I've given him a couple of leads to go to certain places, but both were decentralized, and I didn't think about that. Like, we can't use something like MetaMask, because MetaMask, you can make 1,000 wallets and you can have 1,000 different identities, so to speak. Nobody can say, hey, this is you, like, and we need to make sure that the governance, whatever third party we're using, is actually legitimate and has some form of identity checker that is checking the identities. Because I know a lot of you guys are from other countries, not from England or anything, so it's kind of harder for you guys to actually prove your identity. So it's kind of like, if you can't, I'm sure you could speak with Kyle and probably figure out what you could do. I mean, if you don't have a way to prove you are real, like have an ID or a passport, you probably could figure out a way to get said NFT. You might just have to buy it from somebody, honestly, on the marketplace. But I feel like if it's a KYC marketplace, then we would still run into that issue a little bit. Anyways, like, this post is not us. It's not anybody from Gold Inc. And honestly, I think it's an old content creator, because just how the guy spoke is kind of just a little twangy. Like, let me go to it real quick. This, you guys should have known right here, right from here. Builded, it should be built, first of all. Just letting you know, English grammar, if you're watching this. And a lot of these things are just incorrect. 18.99 billion. That's just wrong. And what's even more weird is if you click on this, it brings you to this wallet, and it has a whole bunch of gibberish up here that never goes away. And if you follow these links, there's nowhere to actually sell GXP on this. And actually, I can't remember where I followed it. It was hours ago, and I actually took a nap, so I can't remember where precisely, but I was following these, and I believe a smart contract was trying to steal people's GXP, honestly, because I was seeing like polyflashing and everything, and it looked like GXP was being pulled out of wallets, in which Kyle hasn't done anything with GXP. So if Kyle's not doing anything with GXP, I'm kind of like, people aren't just transferring this out, if that makes sense. Like, this was posted a couple days ago, and it's clearly fake. If you look at this right here, I've looked up, deck screener, it's very common. Like, if you guys ever want to figure out if something's a scam, just look up like little bitty names like this. Just type in deckscreener.com scam, like it's very fucking simple like that. Google it would pull it up, any reviews, and you can think for your own like mind if it really legitimately is a scam or just a pissed off customer. And I mean, on top of this, like, I can't even report this goddamn thing. So it's like, I can contact them, but it's Kyle nor I can actually do anything. And Kyle even said himself, like, he thinks the same person that posted it on Deck Screener is the same person that wrote this up, and it's clearly a target. Like I haven't clicked to add to MetaMask or anything. I don't even want to try this out because something is fishy about this, and I know it's not Kyle. Kyle would have better grammar. Kyle would not chill like this, and Kyle would definitely not. I mean, like I think in one of those pictures that I showed you guys, like that's not who he is. Like he says, I can't remember where it is precisely, but he literally states that he doesn't like overly hyping the community up. Like that's just not who he is. It's not in his personality, and he doesn't like overly hyping. There is some changes coming to the game, some small changes. Like we talked about having an alliance tab or alliance leader, like an admin panel where we can actually change some things out. Like maybe instead of like tier 1 member, we can change it out to like rookie and a bunch of cool ass names and stuff. Maybe a couple other things to the add, like changing the alliance name itself or something like that. Just some things in games that would make us feel more a little bit wholesome about what we do. Like, and the tally system, I talked about the tally system, like having all the stats, like everything that you guys are talking about, the UFOs, we're talking about making it to where we can tally how many UFOs a player has, so we know who's active and who's not active. You know what I mean? Having it to where, like, if somebody's securing a lot of drops, we can tally the drops plus the AP points, and like net worth and stuff like that. We're talking about everything. Like, we want to have stats on everything, and that's what he's trying to do. Come these on this roadmap, possibly. I wouldn't say he's going to get all this implemented right away, but I hope he really does, because this would make a lot of players happy. It would let us know who really is investing into the community and who isn't, who's just sitting there just mooching off the alliance or whatever they're doing. Excuse me. But that's pretty much all we have. I mean, I'm not going to go into the Discord too much because there's just a lot of people's names, and I'm not trying to get them tagged or anything. It's sorry to you guys. I know you guys have been talking in there and everything. I'm going to try to stop keeping people's names, and it starts making targets. People are going back into the dark ages, as I said. It's kind of weird times in Gold Ink. I don't truthfully think that the game is going back too bad. It's just like some of these people just can't find anything else to do with their life, so they're trying to piss off everybody else they can. And like, come on, it's a PvP game. It's kind of just how it is. Like, when you go out with a bang. That's what I always say. I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. Trust me. Otherwise, y'all be seeing nukes fly everywhere. But I hope you guys have fun, and just know Kyle is doing everything in his energy to actually bring you guys what you need. And for all you alts and all you players that are just screaming into this community because you can't utilize or exploit the system, and you claim to be the voice of thousands, truthfully, you can take your ass out of here, because I'm tired of hearing it. I don't complain. I'm doing the same shit, but I don't complain. If they take away my way of making money tomorrow, who gives a damn? Honestly, it doesn't matter. Y'all have a good one. Take care. This is TNT out, and fuck what y'all say of who I really am. Love you. Peace.